Hello! Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Never very good at introductions. But
This is fine.
I will say I'm super excited. We have been talking about streaming this game for ever since me and Jess played it. So, has it been a year
It's been like a
already?
year, yeah.
Um, so we are playing Contradiction Spot the Liar, where you are a detective, and it's like a point and click game where it's actually using like actual like video footage,
hmm
and you are asking all of these I don't know, would you call them suspects? They're at least like
There
you're
are people of interest.
yeah. Yes, hey Keith. Yes, it's a good start to the weekend. We are so excited. I've
Yes.
been waiting.
So
Huh?
this is also a game from the makers of At Dead of Night.
Yes, yes. So this is I don't know if it is their first game that they developed, but this came out prior to At Dead of Night.
Yes.
And you'll see like there's a lot of similarities in the gameplay, but it's like with At Dead of Night, it feels more like video game, like surreal. While this is more like you're in a movie, but you're selecting like where you're going type of thing. Like it's kind of weird to explain, but you'll see what we're talking about once we play
Yeah.
the game. Um,
It's like an interactive movie almost.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like, in a lot of ways, kind of like at Until Dawn, sort of. Well,
Almost.
but like the decisions don't necessarily affect. It's like
Yeah, there's not
it's the same murder, but but no spoilies.
Let's just move to tea, shall we?
Yes, yes. Sorry, just so excited about the game. It's been a long time coming, so we're so excited and glad that we're able to stream it tonight. Yes, and it is Jess's birthday tomorrow.
Yes,
So
thank
thank you
you.
for joining the stream. And yes, thank you, Keith, for getting us started on wishing her a happy birthday.
Thank
Um,
you.
but I'll start us off with tea. I am drinking the Republic of Tea blueberry lavender tea. It's got,
Mm.
yes, it's got, oh, Lord. Uh, green rooibos, hibiscus, butterfly pea flower, lemongrass, rose hips, apple, uh, lavender, blackberry leaves, hibiscus extract, lemon balm, bamboo blueberry, and schizandra extract. But yeah, it's supposed to have
And the
like a
kitchen sink.
yeah, for real. It's supposed to be like hydrating ingredients and then like beauty related. It's just I don't know if I buy into it, but I mean blueberry lavender can't go wrong with that. So
True. And I am drinking Lipton's Magnificent Matcha Green Tea with Japanese matcha. And it's got green tea and matcha.
ooh,
That, that's literally all it says for ingredients. It's green tea and matcha.
hey V,
Yeah.
it's loaded that tea. Yep.
Thank you, B.
uh, all right.
Yes.
Well, let's get into it.
Are we ready? Shall I play the prologue for everybody?
Yes, yes. Let's go into the prologue so that way everyone can know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yes.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks.
Let us know
and
if the
I've been
volume's
assigned
okay
to
as
a
well.
last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate
Or
was
did she?
known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and
Okay,
Ryan
I did turn it
Rand.
up a little bit,
Both were
but I'll turn it
interviewed
up a little.
following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting,
Thank
and
you,
both
Keith.
were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD
Perfect,
at
thank
the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He
Jimmy!
started the Atlas course a few
Jimmy!
months ago.
Yeah,
Simon
they're the same
insisted
actor that
he
does
didn't
Jimmy
see Kate after the meeting.
in At Dead
But
of
the
Night.
sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Okay.
So essentially, the whole prologue is it's walking you through the murder, but also all of the suspects that we will be interviewing. So yeah, so sound is very important in this game since it's pretty much a game and a movie combined. So if there's any issues with the volume, please shout it out, and I'm happy to adjust it as needed. But
Yes.
it sounds like everyone can hear it, but V, if we need to turn it up more, we can. So, all right. Well, let's get started. Let the detectiving begin.
Alrighty.
I think it's resume current game.
Okay, well, I've clicked it.
Oh, maybe. Start game, or no? Navi is very upset. Okay.
Okay.
But is this a new game or is this your old game?
It's a new game.
Okay.
I've already reset it. I've deleted all of the previous information and everything, so...
Okay. I gotta let Navi out because she's screaming at me. So, because she was fast asleep on the chair, and of course, now that we're streaming, she's like, ah! Y'all read it? Okay, so I will turn. I don't want to blast people's ears, so I'll turn it up by another 15%.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
I found a key. I found a key.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
It is interesting. Oh God. As I'm banging my desk.
Okay, you saw V's message?
Yes, and I turned it up another 15%. The game itself.
Making sure.
Ooh, this smells so good. I'm so ready, Keith. At least it's not as bad as I think Wiley, Texas, from the review I did with you. Yeah, that I
Leaving a bike unlocked.
very suspicious.
Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Yoink. Just gonna steal a screwdriver. This is fine.
going to turn just down a little bit.
Avon lady.
Is it Simon? Yeah. Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please? Yeah. Thank you.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through. Is it okay in here?
Oh,
I think I'm going to risk turning the volume up a little bit more.
No, I won't be long.
So watch your ears. Make more noise so I can adjust it. God damn it. Well, I'll just start off with this new volume.
So your first interview, first pick an item you want to ask about, then click ask to see Jenks ask about it. When you've heard the reply, you'll see the summary of what was said in the box at the bottom.
Yeah, so this is why the game is called Contradiction. So essentially, you're interviewing all these different people, and after you ask them about all these items, there'll be like a contradiction. I think it's like 1 to 2 typically. Typically 1, sometimes 2. And that's when you kind of like catch them in a lie, and then they'll like kind of backpedal and give you like different information. So the tricky part of the game is figuring out what's the contradictory statements.
So sit back and watch the chaos when we find 2 contradicting statements.
Skills.
Alrighty. So,
When was
let's just start at
last
the
time
top,
you
shall
saw
we?
Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialize outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem. Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, it's just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
We probably won't do a whole lot of talking during the stream just because we want to make sure that everyone can hear what the characters are saying since there's no subtitles. But
and we don't have to voice it. Ha ha ha.
Yay! But we will probably jump in the chat and converse as need be. But oh my
Yes.
god, I love the commentary so far. It's great.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. I've never seen it before.
I feel like that was a loaded look there.
I want to say there was a setting to add subtitles. Am I remembering that wrong?
Hold on.
Hopefully it
I
auto-saved
can't.
because I don't. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as everyone can hear it, then that's what's most important.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
You mean apart from, walking?
V, I feel like you're the majority person that like has contributed to the terrible voice acting.
Yeah, we kind of need you for that.
I mean, I'm pretty bad,
I
but
noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Okay. So, shall we go ahead and visit Emma?
yes. By the way, did
Thank
you
you.
want me
Probably be back later.
to bring up
Don't
the
worry, it's only a few
guide
questions.
just in case, or you feel
No.
pretty okay?
Let's ask what she says about the death.
Your voice acting is
When
perfect.
was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was
It is. It's
last
wonderful.
Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
I will say that pay attention. It's like some of the people that we're interviewing, it sounds like what they're saying is nonsensical and doesn't necessarily apply to the murder. But all of what the characters are saying all connects together to kind of weave a complete story. So pay attention. This is like, yeah,
It's
typical
all pertinent
student.
at some point.
yes, it's all relevant.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay. Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know, I keep telling him to fix it.
Typical. Okay.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
I will say I absolutely love Jenks and some of his facial expressions and the way that he asks some of the questions is just so amazing. It's like if I want a detective to question me, I would want him to do it.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
So expressive.
Yes. I feel like as
Just to
they
knock
like
on the window for Emma, Simon always answers the front door.
as they as it goes on, I feel like he gets even more expressive.
Okay, let me see here.
Yeah, he does. I didn't think of Roger Moore, but yeah. What you looking for?
Well, I was trying to get that. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here we go. Subtitles.
On.
Yay!
I don't know if that. We'll see.
Yep, we'll find out. Just.
Maybe that's part of his tactics.
Yeah. To lighten the mood. And take your guard
Puts people
down.
off their guard.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think we can go to the pub yet.
I'm thirsty. Open up.
I know the light bulb tells you, or no, is it the light bulb? Yeah, the
That's
light
a
bulb.
hint.
Yeah, so it kind of like tells you like what you need to go to the pub. Yeah, because some of the locations you have to unlock one by one. Yeah, because I know sometimes it waits for you to explore particular areas to pick up a clue. So
And
I bet,
ask certain people different things.
yeah. So I wonder if that like foresty area.
Yeah.
if we're supposed to go in there, because I think we pick up an item.
Yeah. I was just trying to see more things.
I hope you're okay after that movie, Keith.
Oh.
I know I watched a movie recently called Nowhere. It's about like this
It's like a piece of jewelry there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Okay, we have... But we have a screwdriver. There it is.
Yep. There you go.
Also, a pin or a pencil would have worked, but okay.
Forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
That is very accurate, B. Yeah, it's like I watched this movie called Nowhere where it's about like this mother and husband trying to immigrate to, I think it's Ireland, but they like get separated, and then the wife gets left in a cargo shipping container, and then there's a storm and the shipping container goes off the boat into the sea, and so it's about her surviving. It's intense, but it's so good. Like, she's actually like really smart about it, but it's like, ooh, it's tough because she's like pregnant and stuff, so it's just like, oh god, it's like stressful. But very good. I haven't seen that
I
one.
couldn't remember if there was that one.
I've heard of it.
Let's ask about the necklace. Let's knock on the window.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewelry, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
Who could that be?
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Yeah, forensics wasn't very good at cleaning up the crime scene, apparently.
Yeah.
They missed a few stuff. Yeah, the plot thickens.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
The game is afoot.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Is it? Maybe I'm just a boring person, but I never did that in college. Of course, I also went to a local college, so it's like I had my home when I lived with my mom to come back to. So it's like, what partying am I gonna do? But I will say this.
What?
I know that's the one thing that drives me nuts about this
He
game is
says they were drinking.
Yeah, some of the contradictions or things that you think are contradictions actually aren't, like the game's contradictions. So you're like, ah!
He said they were drinking outside of the thing. You lied, sir.
And I will say this game's a little bit of a slow burn, but it's totally worth it. Like, But it's like, I've played through the game. I've also watched Jess play through the game. So it's just like...
Ha! Ha!
nice.
How did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college?
No.
And you didn't
And yet
socialize with her
we're
outside
drinking
of
with her.
Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No. Not at all.
Totally believable. Yeah, so essentially each hour
So Simon did know Kate at
shows like
college, but
additional
why would he
progress.
lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Yeah, I want to say it's like it does hit midnight, but then after that, like the game's done. Like once we finish that part of the game, I think midnight's like the last part.
A broken window. Smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
That's Jimmy.
Well,
Hugo
in the game
Punch.
it's Simon, so.
I know. Ha!
You did it.
This is why you pick up all the things.
And this is why I'm so glad that you're playing the game and not me. Because whenever I played the game versus watching you, I'm like, wow, I'm really terrible at these games. Because it took me forever to find some of these things.
Looks like junk, but it's too dark.
Meanwhile, I like look all around and click all the things.
Yeah. An Atlas box. Ooh.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Oh, now that it's 6 o'clock, I think the pub might be open. I think that's what we were waiting on.
Yeah, and that's what he said. I wonder if what's her face is working at the pub.
Ah, oops. Too many things going on for me to pay attention.
But again, I like to look all around at things.
Skyrim player logic.
It gave me the option that wasn't there before. I had to go do the thing.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you have to take all the things. Phantom of the Opera, he's the killer. Shall I?
Yes. Ding ding. I just loved the little bing.
Ding.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
She's like, oh shit.
There's been an incident
caught.
in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
She's like, dude, it's a full night. Like, I can't handle all of this questioning right now.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Flip, flip, flip.
Have a
Did
thing
you
with
know
the
Kate?
barmaid.
Not very well. She came a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
What? He bet his skill points.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
Gotta get that
So you
charisma.
didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a
I asked about it, didn't I?
We usually buy from kitchen breweries.
I'm going to turn you down a little bit more. Okay.
Do you recognize this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Is that so?
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside.
I
I
don't
found out
think he
after they'd
does.
gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30.
Fedoras
I
are
taped
cool.
over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
I just realized that the subtitles did not turn on, so
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
check into that when we leave here.
beep, beep.
Do you know what this is?
It's a
Oh,
mask.
you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
She's married.
Well, masks allow you to play it.
Though she
in
doesn't
someone
seem very
different for a
excited
while.
about it, to be fair.
Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
Oh,
I think
God.
that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Yeah, I don't think he ever takes off his hat.
I don't
'Cause you gotta see that he's the detective.
Oh, come on.
I know sometimes it takes a while before you can get a contradiction for a particular character.
Yeah, I think we're missing something. But I'm gonna try this. Haha.
Aha.
Haha.
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been. Yeah. It could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Don't know.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, bye. All this noise.
And nobody.
All this noise.
They didn't have the budget for more actors.
They don't have the sound.
But it's a bar. Gotta like create that atmosphere.
So have random piano music playing.
I would totally listen to an audiobook that Jinx did.
Play me a song, you're the piano man. I remember eventually this will be open.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking it randomly.
I think that's like...
It's later on, though.
Yeah, it's like halfway towards the endish. So we got a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we gotta unlock the farm.
Oh, right. Hold on. Icky. Let's see.
And I know once in a while we have to call the chief or whatever.
Yeah.
But we haven't asked Simon or Kate? Kate is... No. Is that her name? About the mask.
Yeah. Can I fast travel?
Yes.
Emma.
Yes, you can.
Kate is the dead girl.
Oh, yes. Emma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because this is where we talk to... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Try not to spoil things.
That.
Know anything about a broken window
there we
at the
go.
pub around the back?
Subtitles.
A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
If you
When was
it.
that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
It's like I've seen the game be played through twice and I still can't get the names right. That's funny. Lol, Kate's dead.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca
Yeah.
quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick response there, Emma. But yeah, I really like the guy's. He's so fashionable.
Let's visit Simon.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
And we will be.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Let's scoot just over so that way we can see the subtitles. Okay. Don't mind me, just doing some regular podcast adjustments. Okay.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
Got some Oscar-winning
This is the advert that was at
acting
my
in this.
college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Huh.
I want to say there's already a contradiction with Emma since she like kind of caught herself and was like last Thursday.
Mm-hmm. I thought there was something with Simon too, but I can't find it.
Well, I know you already had that one contradiction about him.
Yeah, but I thought he mentioned being at the pub.
Oh.
But I don't see it here.
Stared at the walls all night. He did.
All night. Yeah, definitely went straight home.
Yep.
Let's go back to Emma.
Probably be back later.
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
I think there's like a conflict where like she's saying that she's doing something else on a Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I think you're onto something. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh. But we're so close. I know it has to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but the broken window, when was it broken? On Friday?
Friday.
So.
But if she went on Monday, then she could have seen it or heard about it.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want me to bring out the guide, just let me know. Oh, I just realized, no wonder I'm hearing shit. The volume on my phone is on. Okay, anyways. It's like I had pulled up the stream so that way I could just like refer to YouTube to make sure that's like working. And then I was like, I keep hearing all of these noises. Oops. But I remember it was something. Because she is something about her visiting her parents. And then. But we already selected the library, right? Or did we select the pub?
I don't know. I feel like it's one of these things, but I feel like it's.
Oops. God dang it, YouTube. Why are you like this? Okay. I'm gonna look up the guide. Because I swear it has to do with her talking about visiting her parents and then something else.
Yeah.
Contradiction walkthrough. We're cheating.
I swear it's these.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
It's fine.
Ah. I know what it is.
Is this something we've already gotten?
Let's see. Has she talked about James yet? No, we haven't talked about James yet, I don't think. So in that case, no. We don't have it yet. Okay. In my live stream is
She is upset.
I can tell.
I feel like there was something here that we could do, but I think that's later.
Yeah. That's towards the end.
Ding!
One more question, if that's okay.
Ding. Very upset, baby.
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I want to say there's something in the forest we missed.
I got the only thingy that we could.
The pendant or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know at some point you go where Atlas is.
I know. Yeah, I went there.
Oh, gotcha.
It was locked.
Oh.
Okay, well, horrible chief is horrible.
I know, some help he is.
Yeah. Okay. Just, you know.
Oh, here we go.
He
Ah!
wasn't there before.
There he is. We've been waiting for you.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently
I know,
in the...
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
Bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse!
And what's your name?
The balls on some of these people to treat him like a certain way. It's like, man.
Yes, by all means, make yourself more friggin' suspicious.
Yeah. Well, plus, like, I can only imagine, like, maybe it's because, like, cops in the U.S. just kind of have, like, a notorious reputation, but it's just like, would not press my luck.
That guy's my new best friend. Oh, hey, it's open.
Yay!
It wasn't open before.
Yay!
Meanwhile, the guy's just like, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious."
Yes.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
But I want to go in the right. Oh, it's later.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Reasons this game can't take place in the US.
Yep. I know, and to be fair, it also depends on the area. It's not.
It does.
It's not like an over blanket, but like cities that are like more crime ridden, it's like the cops take less shit. So if you backtalk them or anything, like, not a good idea.
Well, then maybe you should just spend a night in jail.
Yeah.
No, not always, but still.
Yeah. And it depends on the cop, of course.
It
to be fair. Not to leave a blanket statement. Yeah, it's like, can we actually go to the farmhouse now? Can we just... Oh, I think it's further up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the
Abbey
map,
Farm.
Abbey Farm is across the road there.
I don't understand how this is considered a farm, though. Because it's like, I always think like a farm in the middle of like a bunch of land.
How dare you with the stereotypes, Jesus.
So nosy.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Stand near a doorway and look at it intently. Scrying mirror. I'm just gonna look all around your property without asking first, and then, you know.
Without a warrant.
Yeah.
Without
fine.
any notice.
I mean, I'm just gonna take random screwdrivers and
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time.
math.
He likes to do a very fine line
Just close the
between
doors, Johnny.
legal and illegal.
Didn't take you long, did it? No,
Where do
I
you want
walked
to
right
sit?
here after you.
Oh, anyway, it's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Ah, James.
Thank you, James.
Followed you home.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. That right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
Yeah, it's like James has a little bit of a bad attitude, but he seems like just like a nonchalant, like cool guy.
Let's just go through all the things, shall we?
Yeah, buckle
When
up.
was the last time you saw
Start
Kate
from the
Vine?
top.
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialize with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Well.
So he says Emma was friends with Kate, but Kate says she didn't really know her very well.
How could that be?
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Judgy. Yeah. I will say this game's good at.
But because she's not his type.
Yeah. I
mean, people have a type. They're
well, but it's like,
allowed.
why not just like you can still socialize with people? Like, not every
Yeah.
opposite sex person that you like, you know, socialize
Yeah.
with has to be
Yeah.
like a thing. Yeah.
Some people feel some kind of way about that.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
He's just staring off.
I was about to say, he has a
fire.
problem with eye contact.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not
What
to
a
me,
name.
not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
Yeah, that's Woods guy.
Yeah, this is Woods guy. We chased him back to his house.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
That was a little judgy there.
Jinx,
Let's
like,
try not to profile, shall we?
yeah. Roll it back a
Ever
little.
seen this before?
No, should
I
I?
love how he always has to
No,
put it on.
The acting in this is just
Know anything
amazing.
about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want. Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. The mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
These days.
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Like, I love this game. It has so much charm.
Car pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Not all dark art.
I love this. Is what we get up to in the UK. Yeah, I will say I really wasn't that familiar with scrying mirrors. So I'm glad that they had this small explanation about them. That was interesting.
I had heard of scrying mirrors, but I'm not a huge fan of mirrors to begin with, so that's a no for me. Let's see.
Ooh, I wonder since we have the scrying mirror now, that if we ask Emma if we'll have the contradiction now. Hmm. Trying to find any contradictions for him. So, do you want a hint? Okay. Oh god, it got so big all of a sudden. And that's what he said?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Give me just a moment. I'm going to close the door.
Okay. Poor upset Alice. She's sad to be from her mama. Be away from her mama. I feel like I skipped a word there.
Okay.
Your headset is haunted again. Did you hear?
No.
Your headset's haunted again.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, like as soon as you put it down, the volume thing popped up on your screen and showed it.
Goody.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, so just one of the weird technical issues that we've been battling today. My headset is on a wired connection, and when I'm not touching anything, it will randomly decide to turn the volume down and then mute itself. This is fine.
Can we the radio yeah, it's like I like the over the ear. It is nice. I wonder if we can go and look at his plants yet. No, I don't think we whenever
No.
you went in back. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't give me the option yet. So let's knock for Emma.
A few more questions.
I wonder
please.
where he
Thank you.
goes in, if he still goes in the front or if he climbs through the window. Could you imagine? Like
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last
Talk
Friday at
about
the market.
judging.
There's a market every week type thing. And
Found it.
I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so.
You
She
just
bought
said
one,
that she might
and
be. Okay.
I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something.
It's
It
like
doesn't work.
two different contradictions
How do
there.
you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this.
Yeah,
and,
for real. Some friend.
Then you see.
But she didn't know her well.
Mm-hmm.
See what?
Sorry. Look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
Do, 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 do.
Yep.
Aha.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all
That's
on Friday?
pretty late.
No.
You said you
You're
went
not a very good liar.
with Kate to the market and
Okay.
she bought the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Kate.
This plot is going places.
I could tell we were arguing.
Go on.
Oh, here we
What were you
go.
arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window.
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things.
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Mm-hmm. What else could it be? Murder! No. Yeah, I will say, like, for the longest time, I thought a particular person was the murderer when I was playing the game, and I was like, no,
That's
it's
it for the
actually
time
this
being, thank you.
person. And then at the very end, I was like, my mind was blown on the murder. I was like, oh my god. Like, they do such a good job, I feel like.
They do a really good job making a few different people look a little sus.
Mm-hmm.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Coming from someone that works for the government. It's like, why would he think we're tracking him?
Get squirrely. Why would he think that we're tracking him?
Thank you.
Oh no.
Probably be back later.
No, I don't know why he thinks that at all. Let's go to the pub. Just checking.
Ding. Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
No.
I think we're pretty caught up with her.
I think so.
And it does order it by the newer items at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Go back to the woodsy area. Damn. I know at some point there's something there to see.
Yeah.
Guys are going to be fishing pretty much the entire time, by the way.
At
Gotta
midnight,
admire
still
their
fishing.
dedication.
Nope. I forgot what time. I don't know if it's like 7 p.m. that we can start talking to what's his face.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure.
Extras will end up on the dual things with this game.
Husker was starting to sing the song of her people.
Ah.
Okay, so there is some contradiction somewhere. But
Oh. you want a hint? It's like whenever Emma was talking and we're like, oh, so many contradictions, there actually is one that could have been.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
What does the word no mean to you?
Well, it's different than what the clue I was actually going to give. That was more of a clue. That was like half clue.
What does the word no mean to you?
Okay. Oh, Jesus! I almost knocked over my green screen.
I would have laughed so hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, my illusion! It's disappeared! You can't know that there's stuff behind me. I'm just a floating person in my chair.
But we know he sold one to Kate.
I think you did this last time we played it too.
But
you're like, it's a contradiction. Yeah. I feel like that's the one problematic thing about having this complex of a storyline is like it's just hard not to have contradictions outside of the contradictions.
I think it pops up later.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Can we just No, we weren't friends. Oh, I hung out with her on Friday and we got a scrying mirror and tried it out.
Yeah, I think he's warming to him too. So like, it's driving me nuts. Cause it's like whenever the bar lady was talking about the money, and then Emma was talking about it, I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Something doesn't make sense.
Okay, fine.
So they went shopping, but then they argued about Kate not being able to pay Emma back. So lent money to Kate, and then there's going to be one about them shopping for like jewelry or something. It's the, let's see, is it? I know it has to do with jewelry, so maybe like the freedom necklace or broken pendant. Yeah, Kate bought lots of jewelry and then the lent money. Yeah.
Aha. So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewelry and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's
Very
either on a moral
charitable of
crusade,
her.
or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Don't know what it could be.
There's some tea there.
Yeah. Whew.
There is some tea there.
Scandals. Yeah. Lots of scandals. It just gets worse and worse from here.
Uh-huh. I think we need something else to further this.
No, we don't. You're very close.
It is this one, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
So Ryan is the leader of Atlas, right?
Yeah. Oh, you right. You right. You right. Where the hell was it? There it is. Oh, come on.
What? That's bullshit.
He's the leader.
That's what it said in the freaking guide. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure we're missing the one thing that they need.
Let's see. But that's supposed to be the next contradiction after the jewelry one. So I wonder if
I feel like we have to meet Ryan first.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. But yeah, that's supposed to be the contradiction. I will say that's the one downside about this game. It is a little linear. So
yeah.
But you know, it's a very simple game. But the acting, I mean, you can't turn down this game because it's just glorious acting.
Ha! Ha ha!
Oh, you got it!
Said
Awesome.
You went to an Atlas meeting.
There are some
with Simon.
that, you know, it really should have been a different
It's
one.
interesting because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him.
Oh.
Why did you say you don't?
Well,
I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon.
Lips
anything
are
about
sealed.
Daddy.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Naughty,
Okay, so
naughty.
the affair
Let's get ready for
that
this
happened
tea.
was between Ryan and I.
I'll drink some while
I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, you know, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
So you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
More progress.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
So it's like you already are going to Ryan with the knowledge that he's the dick. That he's a douchebag.
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
hi.
Oh.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house.
Over the big
Bunch of
house.
nut jobs.
Up there. That direction.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam something? Or sod?
Yeah, she does have a knack for the
Atlas'
dramatic hush.
reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
Okay, let's just walk back the opposite way.
Mike, it's Jenks.
But fast travel.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl. I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be, yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village.
I just realized I forgot to announce that we were live in the chat. Oops,
Suicide?
oopsie.
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. This is a popular drinking spot, apparently.
Apparently.
Or drugs, because I think that was hookah or something that James had before.
Yeah, it looked like hookah.
Yeah.
And he's the plant man.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh.
You mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Hey,
Or what?
you.
Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Can you just go?
It's called law, but
Pathetic.
Ugh,
that's called assault.
gross. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good, like, scratch in the tree, though.
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
You think the man's got a point, Keith? Yeah, the whole fine thing is like, yeah, what do you say to that?
Please tell me it's now. Damn it.
Are you... If it's what I think it is, you've got a little bit left. Like, we have to do a whole... I think it's, like, after we meet Ryan's father.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm
He's looking around.
in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
He did not seem very excited about that. He's like,
Nope.
shit. I'm in trouble.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
He
So you
almost
wanted to
falls
speak
off
to
the
me?
couch.
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
That face of terror.
Kate Vine. Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
He does
Well,
look like a
we
mafia
have reason
leader.
to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
You can practically see him sweating buckets right now.
Which is why he immediately grabbed for the drink. So we got a whole list of questions to ask him.
Also, please keep drinking, sir.
Yeah.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine
Drink as
was
much
at
as
the
you
pub last
like.
Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students. Is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
Never let them know your next
You
move.
don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
So polite. Hasn't had the pleasure. It's like, what if his homebrew is like terrible?
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though.
Oh, no, not at all.
I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
You have no idea.
Can you tell me about this?
He always puts
Haven't
it
seen that
on.
for a while.
Every
We
time.
had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Gotta be an orgy somewhere in all of this. You're sort of not wrong.
Tell me
Not entirely.
about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Have
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
As you do.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
I love how they light him with red.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
Bits on the mask, he does the symbol, like... you can tell he's very passionate about his job. He goes above and beyond. He's on a highway to hell. Oh, man. Ow! My elbow! I banged it. Oh. So go back to the flyer. The flyer part. Design. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing something for him.
Because I know one of the contradictions that pop up with Ryan has to do with, like, him saying that he doesn't know what the symbol is, but then him explaining, yeah, I wonder if it's, like, this devil sign, and he explained what the goddess symbol was.
Yeah, said he used to read it.
Yeah.
And that's what I tried.
I think it's something about the goddess symbol and then the devil sign, maybe.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, something about the flyer, though. So maybe, is there another flyer that we get, or is Atlas the only one?
I mean, I've seen the other flyer on the window, but it wouldn't let me...
That's it for now. Thank you.
Like, it let me look at it, but it won't let me ask about it. So maybe if I go back and look at it again, if it lets me.
Okay. Because there's some sort of flyer with symbols on it, and that's supposed to be the contradiction. But I don't...
It was over here. It was right here.
Oh.
And I did look at it. I did. But it didn't give me the thing.
I know
I
that
swear I looked at it.
area of the map is for later in the game, so that's probably why
I
it's not letting
know.
you.
I know. Okay. For now, let's go see Simon and Emma and ask them about this.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Like, I'm scared of making different hand signs because I feel like in some country it's gonna be like, you know, a swear or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it means I love you.
Only that I didn't
in
know
sign
meaning what?
language.
Hmm.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
He sounds so disappointed.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Could you imagine though, actually, like in real time, being asked by this guy, where it's like constantly leaving and coming back and asking you more and leaving and coming back? Is like, God.
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. Now I don't do it so much. I used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, that's okay.
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Should be apron, yeah.
Now we'll be able to go see the greenhouse.
Yes, get the plants.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah, I heard about
That's what...
Liam, oh, that Liam, right.
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
The way he fucking does it every
Someone
time.
in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and a doubting, a self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
Convenient.
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
How far indeed. But now we can look at the plants.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
See if we can ask Emma about it now.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Yeah, you might want to talk with your boyfriend about that.
Yeah.
That
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Ding!
A few more questions, please. What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Are you going to be like just as dramatic as Jinx's?
Please,
If I did
please
this,
do it.
Did that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay. Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
You mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong...
Oh, but that's the point,
That's
Inspector.
probably, yeah.
Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alrighty.
The farm. James.
Now.
Ah. Well, excuse me.
I want to check some things.
Farm. God damn it. Farm. Farm. Okay.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Yeah, because that other one's the scrying mirrors. So I want to say at some point we get something else from there. Or maybe I'm just remembering this one. I don't know. So they consider a farm if they have like a greenhouse or
I wonder
two,
if James
which I
knows
guess
this
is
here.
fair.
Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
I'd consider that like a gardener.
Can we not go look back here?
Nope.
You're looking everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look around here.
I hope
Be more
those shoes
thorough.
are comfortable.
Oh, James.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please.
Ring ring.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean
Thanks.
Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
So
Plant
helpful.
science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
James.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free?
heard anyone use that?
No. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter. Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Mm-hmm. But isn't it actually like marijuana or something? Like, I feel like there's some sort
Something else.
And isn't he going to school for...
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, plant science. Dang it. What's the other... But I know that's a contradiction, but I can't remember what the... Ooh, I think I know. I wonder if we have to ask Simon about the leaves.
Ask Simon, yeah.
And then he calls him out that's actually drugs. And then we come back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to ask Simon about it first.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
He should move to California. Yep. The more and more states it's legal, because Colorado, it's legal to
questions, if you don't
partake
mind.
in marijuana.
You know what these are?
That's all I remember offhand.
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Edna? I wonder if... Yeah, is there a contradiction?
Is it Emma?
That's it for the time being, thank you. You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
And this is why it's good to ask everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm
Probably be
pretty
back later.
sure she's had that tea too, though. It's supposed to be some kind of like psychotropic tea or something like that.
But if it's in water, it's hard to tell. And so, I mean, leaves are leaves. They look very similar. Gotta have a refined...
Ding!
A few more
Ding.
questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what these are?
Magic mint.
Ah.
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing
Likes to
drugs.
stay pure,
I know
huh?
she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Found you, James.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
No.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Oh no, not you.
Any illegal substances?
It's not illegal.
Yeah.
Be back later on, if that's okay. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Salvia divinorum?
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
That's curious. I
Okay,
wonder
that's
why
it
it
for
would
now.
be illegal
Thank you.
if it's a hallucinogenic.
Jane.
We're coming from your teens. We've got you a contradiction.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that? Skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
Oh,
So
There it
you've
is.
heard of
Found it.
salvia.
I knew we were missing something.
Yep.
No.
Cheeky bastard.
Hmm.
Ah.
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
Yes,
So
you
you
did.
have.
Maybe.
That's kind of exactly what
do
you
grow
said.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it
The
for
classic James.
explorative purposes. Meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
I love that Keith is pro
Sure.
James.
It's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
Oh,
It's
I
okay,
will.
I'll look later. The only drug he grows. Not sure I believe that, James. Then again,
Jinx!
someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there you go.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Ooh.
Go on.
Here we go.
You don't know about Third Eye.
Here we
You
go.
don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing
there's the
program to make them
contradiction for
compliant
Ryan.
and selling them on.
I told you we were missing something for him too.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
Anyone who could afford them.
Oh, I'm out of
Top
tea.
politicians, famous
I just
celebrities,
finished
wealthy
mine.
businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were
That's a
wiping
pretty
people's
huge
personalities
accusation.
using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
Yay!
So you're saying Liam
We've gotten
was
100
murdered by
messages.
Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. That's why I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
Found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
Just obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. You know, I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented. You can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
I love the music too.
Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot
What a
to take in.
twist.
Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Do you want to try and keep playing until we hit the next hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think we're close.
There's a contradiction right here in the same one. In the same one. Also, but
I think it wants us to
fine.
go to
Fine.
Ryan,
Probably
maybe.
be back later.
fine. Just contradicting yourself left and right, but fine.
Or maybe we should ask Rebecca and Emma and Simon first.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
asking everyone.
Okay. Everyone.
But first,
God damn it.
I think it's in like the next hour or something.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Everyone's a suspect, yeah. Ding.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Forgot we needed to check the greenhouse again to see if we were able to see anything else.
Well, it's like I know there's a storage place that we'll get access to, but I can't remember if it's the farm or the pub. I think it's a pub. Nope.
Dang it. Fine.
I am so glad that they allowed fast travel in this game.
Yes.
It's already fairly
Just a few more
repetitive.
questions, if you don't mind.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Emma.
That's
Hold
all
on.
for the moment. Thank you.
You could have clicked on visit Emma.
Give me a minute.
Uh-oh.
I'm checking something.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
I was trying to see if I could see the
Why are you
thing.
like this?
I'm thorough.
Yes.
Ask about a
I
few
gotta
more
give
things, please.
that to you.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
But that's okay. Because now.
Yeah, yeah, everyone shits on James. Which is like when you talk to him, it's like, yeah, he's weird, but he doesn't seem that crazy. Oh.
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
A little smile.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well,
I
we
mean,
teach
you
our
made it, I'm
students
sure.
that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Contradiction time. Boop, boop. Oh, damn it. Not yet.
Do you know what this is?
You have to ask about it first.
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
Yes, I was a
you
drink
might
in his
know.
hand.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
He literally has alcohol in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about third eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Oh, sorry.
You lie. So much lying.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I think it's the
Yeah,
goddess symbol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aha.
Aha.
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can we just talk about how he doesn't allow alcohol on the premises? As he's drinking alcohol.
Only he's allowed to have that alcohol. Ryan's your new drinking buddy.
Booze is legal.
But he specifically said no alcohol on the premises. Yeah, but I think if I remember right, I think well, I don't want to spoil it, but I think that piece comes later.
I think so too. I'm just making sure.
Aha. According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall. Is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase "free to be free" while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
It's because you were the same people.
I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
No.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
What a
you
twist!
ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my card at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was that. I have to go back.
Good thing we have subtitles.
You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Yay! We made it to the next hour.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan, in here. Just coming.
As soon as the cutscene's over. But we want to meet Daddy first.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
His dad is
You may
something.
begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay. Thank you.
He is something.
If we could
Well,
arrest
Paul
people for
certainly doesn't
being a
take any
douche.
prisoners.
Yep.
It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Alrighty.
So we didn't make it quite halfway through the game. So we will need another stream or two before completing this game. But this game is nice. That's like a shorter game.
Yes.
So it's about like 4 hours total, typically, on average.
4 to 5, yeah.
Yeah. But
Facts, not opinions.
yeah.
Stat.
Absolutely have loved the commentary. This
Yes,
stream.
absolutely. It's been a lot of fun, guys.
Yes, and we hope that you enjoyed it. It's like this. It's like it is a more relaxed, like laid back game because it is in a lot of ways like watching a movie. But I hope you enjoyed, and we will. I'm sure Jess will be playing it again very soon.
I would be happy to. Just let us know which game you guys want us to play next.
Yes, yes. But if you would like to recommend a movie game or tea, you can let us know in the comments, or you can join our Discord server. And yes, absolutely. Thank you everyone who joined us tonight. And shoot, I lost my train of thought. Okay, that's it. Oh, well, and also another big happy birthday to Jess. I know I can't do endings very well. This is why I need a script. But anyways, your turn.
We have a script. Where did it go?
I did pull it up.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to support the podcast, please subscribe, like, and share our content. We also have a Teespring and a PayPal donate button if you'd like to support us monetarily. And you can find all of the sites mentioned linked below in our link tree. But until the next time, guys, stay safe and stay spoopy.
Bye.